Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Smallwood. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Giants.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's going to go down again. Jalen Ferguson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Under 10, 10. Quick the edge. Come.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
Go, run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll break. Bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle.
1
yard gain. brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Jackson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. This is Pittsburgh. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Shut up.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult
tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Smallwood running right. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of 1 yard. And it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jones on third down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
49, guys. Hey, box drop. Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Justin Lane. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Look at me, zipper.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Right into Evan Ingram. 22 yards there, a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Here we go. Hey! Five.
On 3rd down, Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yo, go. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Haywood. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 52. Guys, it's game 2.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The tackle by Quincy Williams. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers, it's not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 88 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Jackson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Set 50, plant. 52 to Mike. Set the tone. 80 weapons. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones is complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left.
Let's go.
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
That's right. We can't get stopped.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff...
That's caught at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Close, close. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Woo!
Jackson now, throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check cross, check cross. Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Smallwood. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check 24, check 24. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha.
Second down and inches. It's caught. Lockett. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett with his 16th touchdown of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run with Smallwood. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wendell Smallwood with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Giants 28, Ravens 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's looking for Ridley again. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
50. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check. 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Bang, 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 bang. Protein spill. Hey, Echo. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Come on, baby. Ready?
Jones now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Jones now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
36.
On second down, Smallwood. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, watch the screen.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pull it high. Get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set.
On second down now, Smallwood. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set up. 50. Plant.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Slam, slam, slam.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I don't think you got it, son. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Kill, 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 kill.
Hey, exit.
Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, jet.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
The pass. Go, 50. Mike's 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing again. Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Switch. Switch.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give running right at Smallwood. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Pilot, 64, good down.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down. Jones gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Jones throwing on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on second and long. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents